all that stuff.
You're
my God.
Oh, your thumbnail is terrible.
I know it's terrible. I'm so mad with you too.
Your thumbnail.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, if anybody is on here, let me know. Just say hello. I was sitting here about to cry. Trying to get this thing set up. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. If anyone is out there, I'm going to give it some time.
Thumbnail though.
This is so pathetic. I'm so disappointed.
I don't think no one's here yet.
Hold on, I must put over some.
Let me refresh. See it.
Oh, that is so ugly. That is ugly. Okay. This is just a test run because I wasn't able to do it on the phone, on my phone. Well, I might be able to now.
Mm-hmm. But
I want to sign off and try the phone.
Yes, sure.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Let's try because and this darn laptop is 2 years old and it looks like the webcam looks like we in the 60s. Her little bitty laptop smaller than mine and it showed like HD. This is some crap. See, it's still saying it.
I'm just gonna have to use your computer.
Oh man, this is
until we get a new one.
I'm so disappointed, but we're gonna do this either way. I'm gonna give y'all some time to come in. I know we were supposed to be here yesterday, but I could blame it on Kayla because she didn't do part of her job and research the stuff I told her to do 3 weeks ago. Yeah, you still got to be interviewed. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, am I gonna be able to see my PowerPoint on here?
I don't know.
See, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I'm in the camera.
But okay, yes, we are learning as we go, but I was expecting to have more things in place because I like being organized.
I think you can still see us.
Whew, Jesus Christ. This is, woo. Okay. Let's bring this over some. So this is going to be a tight fit today. But we're going to do this and get it done because I can't push back. This is... Okay. I'm going to wait until about 7:10. We got 2 more minutes.
2 people are already watching.
2 people? 2 people are here?
Yeah, you can see them right there.
Oh, hello. Thank you for showing up and thank you for your patience. We are going through some things over here. But we are finally live. Oh my goodness. I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes before we get started, before I start talking about the presentation. But if you don't know me, can you see who's on? Because I got my own screen covered up some.
My phone for now. I'm on your account on my phone. Okay. Can I see?
You had to open the video. It says live. What are you doing?
I don't know if I can see the people around.
Oh, you got to do this.
Have the screen.
Well, I guess I'm allowed to make a comment. Yeah,
You like your own account, your video.
I sure do. We like our own account.
3 people are watching now.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you all are trickling in. I appreciate it. We got 1 more minute. Give some other people time to come in. But even if they don't, we're going to get started because we have been waiting. We were so prepared yesterday and ready to get started. Well, we're prepared today. But YouTube, wow, you really took us through some things. Even after we had to wait 24 hours, we still had to set up the software to stream. Unfortunately, we have to do it on my laptop webcam instead of my phone. I have to see why it's still not enabled on my phone because the view is so much better. It looks like HD instead of this 60s version. Like, the only color are the flowers, and even that is not clear. They
and
look
the little picture up there. And
well, that's not a real. Ain't no pictures in there. If y'all see that, right? If y'all see this right here, I tried for an hour to see how to open this darn picture frame to put pictures in it. So there's nothing in it right now. We'll worry about that later. Okay, it's 7:11. We got to get started. All righty. Well, first of all, I want to say welcome to King's Legacy Group. And the sole premise of this platform is to show how we can better plan the road traveled in life skills, business, financial literacy, home buying, starting a business, maintaining a business, getting over the fears of starting a business or thinking that you can't start a business, college, well, strategies of choosing education when you need to progress in life. It's not always, college is not always the solution. It's not the only solution. But we're going to cover a lot. We are looking to be here for the long haul and provide valuable information. So before we begin, let me know if you can see and hear me clearly. Well, I know you can't see me clearly because I look like I'm in the 1960s, but that's just for today. It'll be different for the next video on Wednesday. This is our first official live video, so we may experience, as we are, some kinks. And once we finish this premiere, Kayla and I will edit this video. So you are welcome to come back and view it later and view our better versions later. Please come back as many times as you want. But once we finish this video, we do have to edit some things. So it'll be reposted if you can't stay for the entire video, and you can come back at your convenience. So before we get started, I'm just going to speak on the short version of our disclaimer. The full disclaimer can be seen on our website, which is at kingslegacygroup.com. So for now, please do not copy, remix, or reproduce material made or written by King's Legacy Group to avoid legal action. We have different disclaimers for different categories. Again, the full version is on our website. Please take a moment to visit the website and you could see all that then. But I do want you all, you all to give some thought and decide on how you want to proceed from here on out. Meaning, we are not defined by our race, our culture, life circumstances. but we are influenced and shaped. But in the end, it is your decisions that define your path in life. We are not free. We are still enslaved because society, from the time of our ancestors, being the first commodity, the stock market, owned by government, has relied on us being too ignorant, uneducated, not able to learn and to know any better to have the same rights, let alone demand fairness in financial wellness and opportunities. We must go for right ourselves by gaining the knowledge, putting action to plan. And this is the main thing that I have set this up for. It's not your normal social media platform for financial literacy to gain generational wealth. We have our videos on Sundays, which are targeted mostly for our youth, but yes, the parents should be involved. And Wednesdays are for the adults. Eventually, these videos will meet as far as information. So every video in order is done with purpose. There's a process for everything. So we're not going to be jumping around all over the place giving different parts of information. It's all going to connect so that it'll all end up in the same direction. I know my computer just didn't stop. Yes, it did. Okay. So, what we need from you all is your help. We do need your support and commitment. This is the only way for us to grow, reach a larger audience, and continue to bring relevant content on a consistent basis. So please take a second to click like and tell me where you are as far as city or state. Then stick with us until the end. And if you see value in what we're offering, then comment, share the information with people you know, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. We would greatly appreciate it. Again, this is how you support small business. This is how you support Black business. It doesn't always take money, just your support and commitment and engagement. This platform is for us, people of color. And the only reason I say people of color is because we are the ones that are at a disadvantage in society, because not that there is lack of information, because the information has always been there. It's just that the majority of us were not exposed to it. It's not taught in our school system. It's not even taught in college, which is the sad thing, but that's another conversation. So again, Sundays is for you to invite your kids. This is my daughter, Kayla, my 14 beautiful year-old daughter, Kayla. And I started her journey months ago, setting her on the path to learn financial literacy. Even the words that we are familiar with, banking, checking account, savings, bills, even these, for example, okay, I'm sure you all have seen the Facebook postings for the flashcards for kids and stuff. That is a great system. That is a great product to buy to help teach your kids the words and the meanings. But that's just like taking a test in school. You just studying to memorize, but you also need to have a good understanding of how it's relevant to life and give you scenarios or situations to where you can relate the information that you just memorized. So we're taking it a step further and making sure that you surpass just the memorization of the words and the meanings. Because if they don't know the relevance of it, it's still going to be information they learn as a child. They're going to forget as they get older because they don't see the need for it. Okay. This will encourage and invite your family and friends. This is for everybody that you know. This is for your kids, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, people on social media that follow you and don't even know you. Share some relevant information. Yeah, we need the laughs and the funny stuff, but we talking about life. We're talking about preparing our kids for life. And that's a big problem that we do not do as parents. Not to the extent that we should. We do the basics. We don't do the full extent of what we should. So make the time to click it, click like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell so that when we do have our live videos, you can be notified. And if not, you can just chime in and watch the videos at your leisure. Again, this is the way to support our platform so that we can grow. Those that already know me, you are aware of how detailed I am in providing information. So you know you will get your time's worth.
Yes, you will.
She nervous. She forgot her line. What she's supposed to say is that it makes sense for the kids to learn now, not later. She's 14, and even I did it too late for her because I let life circumstances intervene and interfere with what I should have been doing, teaching her some things earlier. But it's never too late. She's just starting a little later than she should have. Well, I started her later than she should have, so that's my fault. So, basic introduction, who I am for those that do not know me. I'm a mother of 4, ages 31 to 14. I have over 27 years in leadership roles, overseeing 12 to 400 employees, actually more than 400. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had like 600 employees that I oversaw in various industries as a supervisor, a training and development coordinator, human resource manager, director of operations, account manager, safety and compliance director, business owner, and career development consultant. That is a business that I started back in 2005, and I've been doing it ever since, although I did stop recently on one of the services that I offered, which was resume writing. I had to give that a break. I might get back to it, but not right now because I'm doing so much. I don't really have time to sit down and do it. My journey has brought me full circle to business owner. I have an MBA in business management and administration, and I choose to use my skill sets to teach others, and that's why I'm here today. I could have just shared this information with my family, but we all need this information. So, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, hi, I'm Kayla. I'm a 14-year-old student heading into high school, and I'm sharing this platform with my mother to learn how to be a productive adult and manage my financial wellness. I like gaming, video editing, swimming, and I like finding humor at everything because I'm funny. Because I'm really
She thinks she's funny.
Because I am.
No,
yes, I am.
She actually get upset when I don't laugh at her jokes or whatever. Chick, if it wasn't funny, it wasn't funny. Just enjoy your own humor. What we can promise at King's Legacy Group, we will always be our authentic selves. be a place of positivity and have a realistic approach to life teachings. Provide content that is researched and verified. Be honest, respectful, and transparent. Be consistent and reliable. And as I stated before, on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, parents, we would like for you to include your children. The age for this platform officially starts at 12, but on Sundays, you can also invite your younger kids and they could learn some of the things that they need to learn now. But of course, some of the other videos as we progress will be above their capability of comprehending. They could listen, but it's going to take time for them to really comprehend and understand what we're discussing and going over. And again, yes, we will get to the relevant content and be serious about the importance of continuous learning. But we will also have fun. Mm-hmm. Even in having fun, we will still learn life skills that help prepare us. The fun engagements that we participate in, the kids are not going to know that they're still going to be learning time management, how to strategize, how to use critical thinking. So it's although it's going to be fun events and engagements, we're still learning. So it's not going to be boring. Mm-mm. We're going to keep it interesting.
Because I'm here. I'm
yes.
the funniest person alive.
My support system, yes, she is. She will help keep it interesting. Now, down to the serious, the problem. And I'll use myself as the example. Like most of us, we were raised to put effort and value into the following: the level of income that we make by working a 9 to 5, maintain a savings in a bank account, which is a joke. Getting a college degree is not the end all to be all. There are so many other options you could go into. I mean, just to mention certification in the industry that you're targeting. Certifications get you paid more money than a college degree. So, but again, that's a discussion for another time. It was also stressed that us women focus on getting a husband because they supposed to, save us from everything, and we don't have to do nothing but take care of the household. Buying a house, there's strategies of buying a house also, because most of us buy houses, really don't even know what we just went through, didn't really understand the contract, didn't really understand the loan that we selected, because we just relied on someone else, the realtor, to understand and do everything for us. But just like anything in life, you need to understand first before you rely on somebody else taking control and handle it for you. You are the only person that can have your best interest in mind, nobody else. Just like when you a boss, when you own a business, you learn every aspect of that business, and then you hire the people and train them the way your business should be ran based on what you learned. And then as they do their job and you're observing them and training them, and you are watching what they do to make sure they're doing it right. When you become the boss, you learn how to delegate and put the right people in the positions to handle your business, not theirs, because they're not the ones making the money that you're making, because you the one own it. We're also going to talk about, we also are trained, that's a good word, trained to think, just creating a basic retirement plan, which is usually just a 401k. There are so many other ways to have a retirement plan. 401k and 403b is good, but again, is not the only thing. And it really shouldn't be the only thing that you have as your retirement plan. And the whole point of this is to teach our kids to, well, the problem was that we teach our kids the same thing. The same things I just listed. Income, savings, college, spouse, buying a house, 401k, and everybody's supposed to be good. You are not good if you just have those things. That is not financial wellness, and that is not the complete way to get to generational wealth. That's only like 5% of it. You still missing a whole other 95% to achieve generational wealth. Our kids should not be turning 18 and then we saying they need to get out the house, which is also wrong. They need to be prepared to be adults. If we just throw them out to the wolves, they are going to fail. If we don't teach them to be prepared, they're going to fail. And that's our fault as parents of not preparing our kids for the world to make better choices than we did because we didn't know. So it's up to us, and it's time to change the story. We need to stop being the race that's known for not having generational wealth. We need to stop being the race that's known for not doing anything other than the basics I just listed. Let's change it. It's up to us. And this is where we start. So, the purpose of this platform is to deliver transformational content in financial literacy that can be utilized to achieve attainable generational wealth. Sunday's content, again, is targeted towards our youth ages 12 to 17. Younger is okay, but some of the content is going to be over their head. But it doesn't mean they still can't listen. So when the time comes as they grow, at least they'll have some remembrance of what they learned, what they heard before, and can put it to what they may have a better understanding of. My personal objective, I have chosen to start this platform to inspire the path of financial wellness for me and my family, to see the results in generational wealth and security. Although I'm starting late, but it's never too late. So when she gets of age, she'll be 75% more prepared than I was. Her thought process has already began for adulthood. She's not too young. We got to get them started young, y'all. I see the urgency to put action to content in building my family's generational wealth. And in this process, share my experiences, my life lessons, my life's mistakes, learning strategies, and develop a community of support and accountability. I am choosing the type of legacy to leave my family and provide a blueprint to successfully empower others with the information to meet those objectives. Doing this, we can eliminate those bad financial habits and poverty mindset that has been passed down from generation to generation. My parent did to me, her parents did to her, and so on, because they didn't know. And today, with the level of technology and free information and access to that free information, we have no excuse, zero excuse to not get this knowledge to empower us. It's no excuse. So We are the walking hand for everybody else who feel like they can't do it, they don't understand it, they don't know the process, they don't know the steps to take, which steps go first before the next, which steps go after, and so on and so on. So that's why I'm here. I'm doing this as a helping hand. We're going to walk through this process together. And all I'm asking is that you support, stay committed, and follow through. I can't even mention everything that we're going to be going through because actually I started this thought process months ago, and I keep a notepad, a notebook, the 5-subject notebook with the pockets as the dividers and all that stuff. I have 3 of them. I have one in my living room for when I'm downstairs. I have one in my bed because my mind is always racing and I'm making notes. When I'm in the car listening to my YouTube and informational, educational, edutainment videos, instead of listening to music, I'm filling my head with knowledge. And even my passengers appreciate that. Because even after the ride is over, they still sitting in my car getting information from me. We got to start putting more knowledge in our head and less noise. So just to briefly name, and the information that I've been putting together in my notebooks is pretty much going to cover this first year. I have been nonstop, lack of sleep. Every time something pops in my brain, I'm writing it down. Every time I go through my past notes that I've gotten when I was in college or when I was working, stuff I kept that I knew I would need in the future for whatever reason. Although y'all be talking about I be keeping too much stuff, but I'm organized though. I may have a lot of stuff, but I'm organized. Anyway, it has become useful. So I already have like a year's worth of videos for video content already on paper. So just to give a little insight of what we're going to be covering, of course, financial literacy, how to build a financial portfolio for kids and adults, strategies for generational wealth, beginners long-term stock investing, long-term, not short-term. I'm not into short-term. Well, I do have one short-term. I use my crypto as my short-term investing, but everything else is long-term. I don't do no options. I'm not a trader, nor am I going to teach you to be a trader, but I'll refer you to some other links, some other some virtual mentors that I use for you to take it to the next step. If once you surpass what I teach you, I want you to surpass what I teach you, but I'm just being honest. I'm not into that. That's too much for me right now. So I focus on long-term investing, how to start a business, how you to prepare to start a business, help you decide on what business you want to start, be your support system to help you through the fear of starting a business or fear of starting anything new, because anything new puts fear in us because it's the question unknown. So we're going to help each other get through things like that. When you start a business reporting, taxes, and insurance, the basics that you all know, it is so much more than that. Just like today when I came home from my full-time job, I got home at 4 o'clock. I'm exhausted because I get started early in the morning. I try to do 10, 12, 14 hours a day. But I knew I had to get ready for this evening. I came home, ate a little something. I was going to take a 2-hour nap, but that didn't work because I had my reminder, my alarm on my phone reminded me that I need to apply for my second EIN. And I know y'all have heard you only need one EIN and one business entity and the rest can be DBAs. Yes, that's true. But it's a reason for me having more than one EIN for my more than one business. But to learn that, you got to stick around for the business section down the line. We're going to talk about personal insurance, home buying and real estate, estate planning. Oh, estate planning. We are so lazy when it comes to estate planning because we figure we don't have nothing to do an estate plan for. Again, one of the problems. We're going to discuss retirement, banking, resume writing. Discuss. I'm not doing no resumes. So don't inbox me for no resumes. Not doing it. I'll help you write it, but I'm not writing. Because first of all, if I start back writing, I'm going to charge what I should have charged before. Of course, we're going to go through some life planning skills. Yes, we need to do life planning skills, especially for our kids. Credit building and strategies. Yes, I know y'all done heard all the credit videos and the TikTok credit videos and the Instagram, but it's still a whole lot more you don't know. We're going to talk about self-care and mental health. That's more on the end of the third part of King's Legacy. We got Sunday for the youth, the Wednesday for the adults, for the platform information. But there's a third section that's going to be coming later on, which is King's Legacy After Hours. And those that know me, we're going to have fun with that one. Because I'm so blunt. People don't like what I got to say, although they need to hear it. And we're going to have some panel discussions. The first one we're going to have is a previous conversation that my son, Sherrod, and I had at dinner one day. And we need to have a panel discussion. We need to have different generations in that panel. And we need to get down to the nitty gritty and have some serious, deep topics.
Your voice got real deep.
Uncomfortable topics, but we need to discuss them as human beings, as people in relationships, because life is being in relationships with more than just yourself. But again, we'll discuss that later. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Oh, Audrey, Jan, Kimberly. Oh, y'all gonna be invited because I know y'all got some sense in y'all head and gonna say the stuff that people don't really want to hear but need to hear. Then we're gonna have the other people that we're gonna have to debate with and put some common sense into them. But anyway, we're gonna have discussions on family communications. Lord have mercy. Woo. Lord, they're gonna wear us out, but we need it. Family communication tips. We're going to learn how to talk about finances with our partners, training and development when it comes to your career and your education, college preparation, personal and business documents, record keeping, a whole lot of other vault resources, and so much more. Again, I can't list it all. This is nothing. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. But King's Legacy is here to change our narrative and dispel the generational curses and bad behavior and mindset that we have with money. It is up to us and no one else's responsibility to obtain all the information we need to get what we deserve in life. I'm aware that this platform may not be for everyone, and that's okay. I hope you find your way of gaining more knowledge to improve your circumstances, that is better suited for your needs. So with that said, let's get started with let's finish the rest of the introduction. What time is it? We've been on here for 40 minutes.
40
That's
minutes.
not bad. We'll be done by 8. Our videos are going to run 45 minutes to an hour anyway. But with this being the introduction, then of course it's going to run close to an hour. But again, changing our mindset. Again, we as the parent must take responsibility that we are the gatekeepers to our children's knowledge in life, not the school system, and not to put the blame on something or someone else. And we know who the someone else is that we normally want to put the blame on. It ain't their fault. Not their fault. Until we change our mindset and relationship with money, we are doomed to repeat the same bad habits and suffer the same generational consequences of poverty and mediocre existence. These strategies are not new. Strategies that the rich and wealthy have followed for generations to this day. I am not recreating the wheel. I'm just standing on one side of it to help with the balance in the flow and the access of information to get from point A to point B. Well, point Z. This is going to be a long road because we have a lot to learn. We have a lot to correct in our own adult behaviors to get on the right track. And we have a lot to teach our kids that are young adults and will soon be adults. I'm here to show you that this is not hard, no matter your age and your life circumstances. What I have learned, I will share. As I learn, I will share. As I grow in information, I will share to help you grow as well. Let's be accountable partners in a community of wealth building. It's not that hard. And everybody, when they want to complain and whine and cry, I don't have nobody to help me. I don't understand it. I need somebody to walk me through it. Okay, hello, I'm right here. We right here. Anybody else here? So I've mentioned the schedule already. We got Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Those videos, I'm going to keep them 30 minutes because I know kids can't stay seated that long. But they will on our first fun event. They will stay for that one, but yeah, you gotta stick around for that. Wednesdays is for the adults. Parents, you can choose if you want to include your kids then, depending on their age. I say if they're 15 or older. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those videos will run 30 minutes to an hour. Sundays and Wednesdays are live. Okay. There will also be weekly pre-recorded posts and videos. I do Monday affirmations, not live. There was a post. Saturday is the one that's going to be for the King's Legacy After Hours. I have not decided on a time for that or when I'm going to start. But even the first live video for that is going to be off the chain. We're going to have monthly guests. I have already reached out to a few people that are experts in their fields. So they're going to be sharing some information and insight. Those will be once a month. I will put out a schedule for that later. But I'm looking to have a guest for each topic. So yeah, you won't have to get sick of hearing my voice all the time. I'll bring other people in. And then also when we have our panel discussions that will be attached to the after hours version, you'll receive additional entertainment through those videos. So this platform will incorporate intellectual products. We're going to have some products coming out too. My first one is going to be my long-term investment journal. And I had bought some, and I went to different stores and cruised the aisles and checked out what was on the aisles. And them journals are boo-boo. I couldn't find any use for them. Not for what I have learned and what I've been doing with my portfolio. So mine is going to be awesome sauce. Did I still say that?
My teacher said that.
I don't know if y'all still say that or not, but hey, awesome sauce.
They don't say it like that though.
Okay, whatever. What you will get from this, you will empower yourself, your family with valuable information. You can help change and improve your mindset with money, savings, budgeting, investing, set up life securities, estate planning, retirement, and so much more. Learn how to establish multiple streams of income, because your 9 to 5 is not, I'll get on that later. Help your child mentally mature and develop in preparation for adulthood. This engagement, especially on Sundays when you involve your kids, this can also improve and enhance your relationship and your communication with your child. If you have a child or children that are having some behavior issues, you all don't know how to communicate with each other. You have no common interests, especially because the child just think you just a bag of bread and don't understand nothing they go through. I like we weren't never kids. But some of us don't know how to remember that to help relate to our kids. Anyway, this platform can help bridge a gap between you and your child, because you're going to be learning together, having fun together, talking with each other, because your conversations are now going to change. I promise you they're going to change. Even when I take Kayla out for lunch or dinner, I use that time to communicate with her, to talk to her about things that can be uncomfortable, explain things to her that she needs to know and be aware of for life. So I use that time when I'm working, when I'm home and want to get some sleep, or when I'm stressed out. I put that time aside to engage with her and let her know that we can communicate. She can talk to me about anything. We have to do the same as parents and be okay to talk to them about anything. And everything that I mentioned, these are things we need to talk to them about as well to get them ready for life. If not, life is going to eat them up, spit them out, and step on them. If I had this information, if I had used this information earlier in life, even as a teenage mother, my situation would have turned out so much better. My mistakes would have been lesser. But we go through mistakes, avoidable mistakes. So let's change it. We can't keep doing the same old crap thinking we're going to get a different solution. The solution is always going to be failure, stress. So come on, y'all. We got to do better. But mainly this will give our kids the tools they need to survive in life before turning 18 to better manage their life. We don't have to live in financial anxiety and distress. We have the right to live in financial freedom. King's Legacy Group is a platform to bring you the resources needed to achieve this freedom. And we are almost done. But I want to do a reality check. Let's say if I had started an index fund for Kayla when she was born. On her 30th birthday, if I had put $250 a month in an index fund when she was born for her to collect at age 30, with a compound interest rate of 7%, Kayla would have $350,000 and some change when she turned 30. If I put $250 in a regular bank checking account, a regular bank savings account, which we only get like 1% interest. I'm going to let y'all do the calculations on that. Using a compound interest calculator, you can input whatever numbers you want, whatever interest rate you want to put, but more than 1%, obviously. And how much you want to put in monthly. Just see how much you could have had and how much your child can have based on their age and when they can take and when they take it out, the age to take it out. It's going to be, the difference is going to be astronomical. One just makes more sense. At birth, starting a life insurance, a cashable life insurance policy on your child or on yourself for you or them to get cash out later. At age 7, add a child to your good history credit card. And then when they turn 18, they got A+ credit if you continue to pay the bill on time. Being able to start a 529 plan to avoid college debt. Oh, college debt. I can't wait to talk about that. Because my college debt is $151,000. Yeah. So I'm waiting on Biden to do something to relieve some of that. I don't care if it is $10,000 or $20,000, but I'm working on something else to get rid of all of it. But anyway, it will be discussed later. Even starting a Roth IRA for your child's just saving $50 to $200 a month. Find that compound interest calculator on your phone and do the calculations. Put in the numbers you want that make sense for you. I don't care if it's $25 a month. Do the calculation with $25 a month in interest between 3 and 7% and figure out our age. You can do age 30, age 40, age 50, age 60. It can be part of your retirement. And figure out how much money you could have by then by just doing something. Stop thinking you have to have a lot of money to do this stuff. No, you don't. How much better would you be if you had these things in place when you turn 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50? I'm almost 50. I done wasted years. But again, better late than never. Okay. Every video is a step to the next. For the Sundays, for the Wednesdays, it's all a connection. Not going to be jumping around. The information and the content and the relevance will flow. The information is here, so there's no reason, no excuses, no more room for fears. We need to get started. So, if you are listening with your kids or not, there's an assignment that the kids need to do and have done by next week, next Sunday. You can take a snapshot of this screen so that you can have it. But these are the first 6 words that your kids need to write down, learn, get the definitions, and be prepared for next week. Again, it's a purpose and process for everything. Now, for the parents, your task. I read your part. I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, am I supposed to speak now? What? I've been waiting for this one all day long.
I took her line. I'm sorry. You want to say it anyway?
Yes. Okay, so my mouth dry. Hold on.
Her mouth dry. Mine is too.
Okay, so for the youth that are participating, here are some beginning words to study, and with these words, you'll need to look up for the definition. Now, you only have a week to learn and understand the vocabulary for us to move on and so we can be ready.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, I'll find another word. I'll find another phrase.
Okay. So number 1, we got money. Number 2, we got dollars. Number 3, got change. 4, allowance. 5, savings. 6, bills.
Okay. The task for the parents. Depending on the age of your child, Kayla is 14.
She was going to say 13.
I was going to say 13. Look, she's number 4. I stopped counting and remembering after number 2. I took her to get her bank account 2 years ago. Yeah, I took her to get her bank account 2 years ago. Explained everything as we went through the process at the bank. Explained everything after she got her card. Let her use it on her own from time to time. Showed her how to use it at an ATM and at a checkout counter. That's part of the process of learning, not being afraid.
Making me order food.
Yeah, making you order food. You got to learn how to do it. So this past week, instead of her being with me to order the food, I sent her into the restaurant and gave her the order, made her pay it on her own, make sure she get the receipt. That's a learning process. Okay? So anyway, there is no age requirement to get a state ID. But I mean, if your child is under 11, I wouldn't worry about that right now. But if they're 13 or older, go ahead and get your child a state ID. Create your child an email account, and please make the email name professional. Don't do some off the wall stuff, because this is something they're gonna have to grow up into. I mean, of course, they can do another one, but for right now, we're teaching them common sense. Open your child a bank account, even if you got $25. Something is better than nothing. And explain everything to them. When the information comes in the mail, sit down and go over it and explain it to them. When the card comes in the mail, don't activate the card with them not being present. Let them do it and explain the process. Keep the card after everything done. But I allow Kayla to spend her own money and use the card reasonably. I don't just let her buy any and everything she wants. And I give her the card and let her use it, and she give it right back to me, and I put it right back in my wallet. When the bank statement comes, explain it to the child. Create a filing system for that information. So, this is going to be a simple process. We're going to walk through everything with you. I don't care how young you are. I don't care if you're a 16-year-old pregnant girl. If you got a 16-year-old pregnant girl in your family, make sure you share this information. They definitely need to learn this stuff now. This is for all of us, not just for you sitting here watching it, but for all of us, your entire family. Even if you have a child in your family that's misbehaving, you need to get them involved because they need to correct their mindset now before they end up in jail and prison or dead or destroying your life because you still trying to take care of them as a parent and they a grown adult because they ain't learned nothing and did nothing with their life but sitting in your house making your life miserable. So I don't care what your situation is. I don't care if you got a drug dealer in your house. The drug dealer can learn these strategies, change their mindset, use their drug money to build a legacy for his or her family. It ain't about the problems and mistakes you made in the past. This is about changing your mindset and doing better now. It doesn't matter your situation. This is the time to make the change.
Almost done.
That's it.
Are we done?
Wednesday, when I come for the live video, it's going to be an assignment for the adults. I'll go ahead and mention it now. But to get started, you got to see where you at before you can make a move to do better. So the first step for us adults that are already making the mistakes in life, that are not prepared, that are not saving, that are not strategizing, that is not making the right choices, we got to start somewhere. And the first place to start, write down all your bills, all your debt. Write down all of it. And then when you show up Wednesday, then we're going to go to the next step. If you don't know where you at, you have no way of planning where you're going. And I'm going to cut it off here. It's been an hour. I was going to mention my products and services, but I'll talk about that stuff later on another video or a post. But we're here, people. I am here.
Me too.
So if you're going to be a participant, you should have a pen and paper ready at all times, or be able to snap, do a screenshot when I do presentations and I share the information live or on a pre-recorded video. In these presentations on the PowerPoints, at the end of each slide, I'll have the word SNAP, SNAP, at the bottom of the page, so you'll know that I'm about to go to the next slide. So at that point, you'll know you need to do a screenshot of what you want to keep and reference later. If not, you're going to have to go back and look at the video all over again to get the information you need. That's up to you. I'm just letting you know you will have that option of me telling you you can snap it now before I go to the next slide. So time for the closing remarks. As I stated before, the 2 live videos per week will eventually meet up in time as we help the youth grow into literary knowledge, teach implementation, and independent execution in preparation of adulthood. Therefore, our youth will be able to comprehend and execute financial strategies and achieve financial wellness. We need financial wellness. You will sleep so much better at night once you get that. This concludes the first video of episode 1. Woohoo! And I hope you all are excited as we are to begin the journey of financial wellness and financial literacy and can see clear results to generational wealth for your family, not just for you, but for your entire family. This is so that every generation after you will already have the knowledge, utilize the knowledge, and maintain the knowledge to maintain generational wealth. So that is it. We're here for the long haul. So I hope this helps. And that's it. Anything you want to say before we say bye-bye?
Thank you for the 2 people that are watching.
Yes, thank you for the 2 people that are watching. I appreciate you and your time. But I'm sure everybody else that I notified that was expecting yesterday, they'll go back and look at it at their convenience, because it will be on YouTube. All righty.
Yep.
We're going to say bye-bye. Thank you again. I appreciate you.
Hey, what you do? No. Don't. I thought you was going to press yes.
No. Let me make this bigger before I do this. Okay. End stream. Bye, y'all. See you Wednesday or next Sunday.